When my neighbors are loud and annoying, it drives me up a wall. It grinds my gears. It makes me so annoyed. It rubs me the wrong way. Kayla, do not call me Katie, Kyla, Kate, Catherine. It's English with Kayla. Hi friends, welcome back to English with Kayla. Even though I'm smiling today, we're actually going to be talking about phrases you can use in English when you feel angry. There's my angry face. And these are all useful English phrases that you can use in a conversation with a native speaker. As always, I teach English that is very natural and very useful. So I think you'll find all 5 of these English phrases very useful, and there's actually a couple bonus phrases for you to use as well. So let's get right into today's lesson and talk about phrases to use instead of saying I'm angry. The first phrase that you can use when someone or something is making you very angry is you can say, it drives me up a wall. My sample sentence for you, my real life example, is when my neighbors are loud and annoying, it drives me up a wall. And it doesn't have to happen in your house to drive you up a wall. Another phrase that's super similar to this one, when someone is making you angry and annoyed, you can say, it rubs me the wrong way. And this just means that, like if you were rubbing an animal the wrong way, they would be very irritated, and it just really doesn't feel good. Okay, another phrase that means that you're annoyed and also angry, just like rubs me the wrong way, is it grinds my gears. It's kind of a funny, more informal phrase. So something that really rubs me the wrong way, it makes me irritated more than most things, is when people call me by the wrong name. It also rubs me the wrong way when people forget my name. So because of this, I really try to remember people's names because it's my own pet peeve and it rubs me the wrong way. It grinds my gears when people tailgate me. Now, if you don't know what this phrase means, tailgate, it means that you're driving really close to the person in front of you. So when the person behind me in my car tailgates me, they drive super close, it grinds my gears. It makes me so annoyed. And I think people get really annoyed very often everywhere while you're driving. And in America, we call this road rage, when you just feel enraged and angry while you're driving. Now, if you're going to annoy someone, you might ruffle their feathers. And someone is annoying you, they're ruffling your feathers. Think of a bird getting all roughed up. It's just a phrase that we use to say that we're very annoyed. So personally, I like to ruffle my little brother's feathers. Even though I'm old, we don't live together anymore, I just still think it's funny to make fun of him and ruffle his feathers. What are sisters for? Now, if you're really angry with someone and you've had an all-out fight, you've maybe yelled at each other, insulted each other, it has not been pretty. You might not be on speaking terms anymore. So when 2 people have fought so much and they no longer speak, we say they are not on speaking terms. Hopefully you have not fought with someone to the point where you're not on speaking terms with them anymore, because this means that you are basically enemies with them. When you let your emotions bottle up and you let yourself get really angry and you finally are just going to tell the person how angry they are making you, you are going to give someone an earful. Now, it's like the phrase, I'm going to give you a handful, maybe a handful of jelly beans or a handful of candy, but an earful is a figurative phrase. It means that you're going to basically yell at them and tell them why you are so angry. The only time I could really think in my head of when my husband gave me an earful was when I threw away his favorite pair of shoes. I'm sorry. And they were so old and they had holes in them. And I did buy him a new pair of shoes, so don't give me an earful. But my husband gave me an earful and said, that's so disrespectful. You threw away my favorite pair of shoes. So he gave me an earful. That happens sometimes, I think, between husbands and wives, where you're not happy with the other person. Exactly like this phrase, give someone an earful, give someone a piece of your mind, tells them you're going to tell them how angry you are. This is a real life example. If I catch my neighbor letting her dog poop in my yard one more time, I am going to give her a piece of my mind. I'm going to finally tell her how angry it makes me. Even though I don't like conflict, so I might not actually do that, but just for the example, I want to give her a piece of my mind. I want her to know how disrespectful it is and how angry it makes me. And I want her to stop letting her dog poop in my yard. Thank you for watching today's English lesson with me, Kayla. Do not call me Katie, Kyla, Kate, Catherine. It's English with Kayla. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for 2 lessons a week and like this video. It would help me out so much and help support me. You can follow me on Instagram for daily English tips and really natural phrases like these at English with Kayla. And I hope that you guys found these phrases really useful. They're going to help you express your anger in a very natural way while you're speaking English. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.